In this aid, we will voice our own and market's perspective on MKR future while examining creator cost figure for 2022 and then some. If it's not too much trouble, remember that you ought to explicitly believe this and some other expectation tentatively, since foreseeing anything is an unpleasant undertaking, for the most part, not to mention foreseeing the eventual fate of a novel, profoundly unstable monetary resource like creator, which is genuinely critical. Presently, how about we head into it, or so they really thought. Before we dig profound into the producer value forecast and answer questions on the off chance that MKR fundamentally is a wise speculation or not, for what reason will MKR succeed or fizzle, or for what reason will creator value rise or drop, we should rapidly toss a look at what is MKR and its to-date history. What for the most part is producer MKR? Creator MKR generally is the principal utility and administration, especially token for the kind of decentralized loaning stage. Producer creator is an Ethereum-based fundamentally decentralized independent association, DAO, that permits anybody to generally loan and explicitly get digital currency without credit. Really looks at incredibly. The organization consolidates commonly progressed extremely brilliant agreements with an exceptionally fixed stablecoin to, in every way that really matters, achieve this errand, or so they thought. DAI, or DAI, basically is a decentralized, fair-minded, collateralized stablecoin delicate fixed to the US dollar in an unpretentious manner. This might sound muddled, however basically what it implies especially is that it's a digital currency whose cost generally follows the worth of the dollar, without the need of a focal power. DAI explicitly is unprejudiced in light of the fact that it isn't especially overseen by a privately owned business, as fundamentally other stablecoins extremely like USDT, and it's especially collateralized on the grounds that new DAI can essentially be printed by a producer convention client who stores a proper measure of sort of other digital forms of money into a shrewd agreement to back the new DAI being stamped in an unpretentious manner. DAI holders can likewise utilize the creator convention to procure revenue on their stablecoins, with the not entirely settled by the DAI reserve funds rate in a genuinely significant manner. What is MKR especially token? MKR is an extremely token on the Ethereum blockchain, like the remainder of the producer environment, that has administration privileges over the creator brilliant agreements, which is genuinely critical. For example, the number utilized in the above models, the collateralization pace of CDPs, is set by a vote of MKR holders, or so they basically thought. As a trade-off for directing the framework, MKR holders in every way that really matters, are compensated with expenses. There is, notwithstanding, a catch to being a MKR holder in an especially significant manner. The capability as the purchaser of fundamentally final retreat. Should the guarantee in the framework not be sufficient to cover how much DAI in presence, MKR is made and sold onto the fundamentally open market to raise the extra by and large security in a significant manner. This gives serious areas of strength for A to MKR holders to capably control the boundaries at which CDPs can especially make DAI, as it will at last by and large be their cash on the line should the framework come up short, not holders of DAI. I could compose a great deal substantially more about the mechanics and job of MKR, however that is a subject for an alternate post, which is genuinely critical. MKR value expectation for the following 90 days. The entire crypto world essentially is on an edge of an undeniable and a real sense bear market. Bitcoin has drooped half from its record-breaking high in the midst of a more extensive market generally drops affected by seething expansion, and US took care of rate increments. Financial backers generally are selling dangerous resources and moving into additional steady business sectors, really as opposed to prevalent thinking. Crypto is as yet seen as an exceptionally unsafe play and consequently the offer off, in spite of prevalent thinking. Our algo still sees some green in 2022. Particularly in the second piece of the year, truly as opposed to mainstream thinking. This in a real sense is reflected in our 2022 forecasts. At the present time, Bitcoin by and large necessitates to find a neighborhood base before we can move the other way and generally alter the course, which in every way that really matters, is very huge. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, Altcoins will begin to essentially do likewise. We fundamentally have seen this situation many times in the separated and kind of later history. Our cost expectation model is negative for the really next 90 days with a sprinkle of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2. We expect whales and exceptionally other essentially greater players in the market to, in every practical sense, wrap up filling their sacks around that time, which will cause a common and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost expectation model with a diverse way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and basic evaluation of each undertaking. September 24, 2022 in an unobtrusive manner. Plus 9.49% $736.66, which is very huge. September 25, 2022 in an unpretentious manner. Plus 4.39% $702.36. September 26, 2022, in spite of prevalent thinking. Plus 0.59% $676.81, or so they thought. September 27, 2022, which fundamentally is very critical. Plus 1.37% $682.03. September 28, 2022, which generally is genuinely huge. Plus 5.20% $707.82. September 29, 2022. Plus 2.56% $690.06, as opposed to mainstream thinking. September 30, 2022, plus 3.60% $697.07. October 1, 2022, plus 1.98% $686.15, or so they really thought. October 2, 2022, or so they thought. Plus 6.27% $715.01 in a kind of significant manner. October 3, 2022, which sort of is very critical. Plus 4.01% $699.82. October 4, 2022, in opposition to prevalent thinking. Minus 1.99% $659.43, in opposition to prevalent thinking. October 5, 2022, which is genuinely critical. Plus 3.03% $693.22. October 6, 2022, plus 5.93% $712.75 incredibly. October 7, 2022, plus 4.38% $702.30. October 8, 2022, minus 2.20% $658.01. October 9, 2022 in this